Signal received. Transmission secure. Alright, Cypher. Looks like this is the real thing. Ready to invade the Eagle's nest?
You better believe it.
The Eagle and his men are holed up in an old refinery beneath the river. Sending coordinates now. You'll lead the forward assault, but military reinforcements will surround the base and follow you in. Primary objective is to capture or eliminate the Eagle himself.
Acknowledged and understood.
Your secondary objective is the Eradicators. The terrorists have begun launching their biomechanical weapons over Imperial worlds. Once the devices are ready, the terrorists can fire on cities and military bases from orbit.
We'll find a way to stop them.
I hope so. After the Dominator, everyone who died along with Darth Jadus, I don't want to go through that again. When you're in that base, don't let anyone escape. Don't let the Eagle murder again. Watcher 2 out.
Want some of this? All going down. Want some of this?
Sir, we're cut off. Thurston and Gerald tried to get out, but the Imperials are all over the swamps.
They would be. Damnation. I promised Gerald she'd die with the detonator in one hand and a glass of brandy in the other. Seems she's made a liar of me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be. You were everything I could have hoped for. Now carve us a path out. I'll follow soon. All right, I see you. The least I could do was send the boy off with hope. But have you seen the strength of the revolution? Cells on Nar Shaddaa, Tholitan, Molvar, Alderaan, Balmorra. It's an inspiration, no matter how it ends.
Your inspiration is terrorism. Plain and simple.
Nothing is plain or simple about terrorism, about rebellion, or about covert intelligence. That's your field, I presume. You don't look military. Tell me something. How much of my story has the Empire uncovered? What have your methods found?
We found out all about your little orbital weapons, your eradicators.
Look behind me. That is an eradicator. Technology developed on Droman Cass and Balmorra. They can be grown anywhere. 6 dozen are already in place. They'll wait to receive orders, at first, but eventually without commands, they'll run rampant, fire blindly at cities from orbit.
The eradicators are worthless. Without you, the threat ends.
You're not enough of a fool to believe that. Uncontrolled, the eradicators won't hit our targets, but chaos and death still send a message. Now we're done. May whoever survives see a glorious future for the Empire. Surrounded, even seeing you, I didn't think it would happen like this. But as I said, it makes no difference. The eradicators will run rampant, the Empire will burn, and you have been betrayed.
Who's betrayed me?
My patron, the one who showed me how to unite the cells, proposed the eradicators, is one of your own people. A traitor in your empire has been helping us all along. Your civilization is so corrupt that it's destroying itself.
Why reveal this now? What are you trying to do?
Think of it as one last seed of discord, sown before Eradication Day. Goodbye now. Watch me burn.
Detonator, get back!
Area is clear. Sir, are you all right?
Cypher 9, it's Watcher 3. Are you hurt? That was a nasty explosion.
A little singed, but better than the Eagle.
That really was him? Fantastic. Keeper sent me to assist with information retrieval, slicing the Eagle's computers. I'll also check out that device there. I think it's an eradicator.
Move fast. The eradicators may still be a threat.
Yes, sir. Cypher, I've got some preliminary findings. It's not good news. I overheard what the Eagle said. Looks like he was telling the truth. If no one gives the eradicators new orders, they'll go mad. Fire randomly.
Any idea how to disable them?
Here's the good part. I figured out their control mechanism. Transmit the proper codes, and you can set the device's targets, disable them, anything. The Eagle stored half the control codes on his computers. Someone else must have the second half.
The Eagle mentioned a patron.
Yes, sir. The one inside the Empire. I'm not sure what that means. You should head to Drummond Cass. I don't think there's anything more you can do here, and Keeper wants you back at headquarters.
I'm here.
Cypher 9, come inside. This should be a triumphant moment. It's a tremendous achievement bringing down the Eagle. The crisis has only escalated. The Eradicators could begin firing at any moment.
I understand, sir.
Watcher 2, your report.
The Moths have placed local forces on alert, and a search for the Eradicators is underway. Unfortunately, trends suggest we can only find one device every 5 hours. It'll be weeks before we destroy them all.
Disappointing, but not a surprise. Damage projections?
Estimates are 10 to 50 million deaths on each planet targeted. 40% military, 60% civilian.
Even at the low end, that's unacceptable.
Agreed. It sends the message that the Empire is vulnerable.
In order to deactivate the Eradicators en masse, we need the control codes. Half the codes were on the Eagle's computers. We can only surmise that the other half are with the Eagle's patron.
Yes, the patron. A man whom the Eagle claims is inside the Empire.
Any idea who it could be?
I have my doubt that this patron is really a highly placed Imperial. It seems unlikely such a person could escape our scrutiny. Nonetheless, we can't ignore the possibility of a traitor. That's why we're meeting privately. Only the people in this room know the full situation.
How do you know everyone here is trustworthy?
I hope you're joking. Otherwise, I expect you to back up any allegations. Finish the report, Watcher 2.
The Eagle had been sending periodic transmissions to someone in the Artus system. Artus is uninhabited, devoid of resources and off the major hyperlanes. Our patron could certainly hide there.
I want you to lead a mission to Artus. You're to find the Eagle's patron and obtain his half of the control codes. Watcher 2 will rendezvous with you there. She knows more about the Eradicators than anyone.
I'll be glad to have her around. We'll get the job done.
Your ships will be outfitted with cloaking devices. They'll only last one jump, but they'll get you into Artus unnoticed. After that, infiltrate whatever base the patron is using. Recover the Eradicator control codes and stop the threat. Watcher 2, you're dismissed.
If you want to talk before the mission, I'll be at my station.
There is one more thing. Darth Sorid heard you were returning to Drummond Cass. She wants to speak to you.
She's insane, you know that, right?
Yes, I know. I've done my best to shield intelligence from our new lord. You've been the unfortunate exception. Do what it takes to survive Jorad's attentions a little longer. Beyond that, the Dark Council won't let this continue forever.
I believe I understand.
When you're through, head to the Artus system. This is our only chance, Cypher. Fail, and we all pay a grievous cost.
Cypher, I'm glad you stopped by. I've been going over the mission parameters, studying the Eradicator control codes, scans of the Artus system. We're facing a mystery, and I hate mysteries.
You may hate mysteries, but you're pretty good at solving them.
I am. I don't mind having that recognized, call it vanity, but I like knowing my creation served a purpose. What about you? What's been going through your head since this countdown to Eradication Day started?
Honestly, I've been thinking about you.
I've been thinking of you as well. At least when my brain has cycles to spare. You're as good a partner as I could hope for, as I've ever had. We've made quite a team.
Ever wish we could be more than a team?
Imperial intelligence does encourage bonding. Look, I've done what I can here. Before we leave, would you like to go somewhere private? Get reacquainted?
What about your place? Somewhere not in the Citadel and not in a starship.
We don't have long, so let's make the most of what time we have. That was lovely, Cypher. Now, you should get ready. We have a mission to stop the Eradicators.
We'll have to celebrate afterward.
Maybe so. Assuming we have an empire left to celebrate.
Physical trauma includes electrical burns, lacerations, and retinal damage. Transfer to a Colto tank for long-term recovery is strongly recommended.
You suggest a Dark Council member hide in a vat? For healing?
I am programmed to dispense medical advice based on all relevant factors.
Get out! Have yourself disassembled, made into a probe and sent to the most desolate place in the Empire! Look, Agent, they hurt me, and then they laughed. How could they?
Maybe someone felt you needed humbling.
I'm a Dark Lord of the Sith. I'm not meant to be humble. I'm meant to humble the world. I thought I was ready. I called the Council to assembly. I demanded the Lords give me the respect I was due. Some were angry, mocked me. They tormented me and warned me not to overstep my bounds again.
You'll get revenge on them, surely.
Oh, Age, you don't understand. It's all Jadis' fault. He was my master, but he never taught me what I needed to know. Now he's dead, and I'm not ready for his council seat.
If you're not fit for the responsibility, you should abdicate.
All my enemies would strike at me then, and all Jadis' too. I know what's happening in Imperial intelligence. I know you're going on a mission, and that the Eagle wasn't the man you thought. Swear that you'll find whoever really killed my father. Swear that the man responsible will pay for forcing me into this wretched life.
My priority is deactivating the Eradicators, not revenge.
You would deny me this? I am still Sith. If Darth Jadis hadn't been murdered, I would never have taken this place on the Council. I would never have been humiliated. His killers are to blame. Swear you'll make them hurt.
You're pathetic, Shorid.
Get out! Get out of my sight, now! Crawl out of here, before I decide you're worth burning!
Nice place. The Eagle's partner travels in style.
Cypher, there's no one to welcome us. Seems our cloaking devices worked.
Good to see you too. How was the flight?
Uneventful, fortunately. I stayed in your wake. This starship is a modified Imperial dreadnought. Maximum crew complement of 5,000. It's also jamming long-range communications, so I can't check its registration or call for reinforcements.
Our traitor is hiding his tracks.
Nonetheless, top priority is finding the eradicated command codes before the weapons initiate a random firing pattern. This data spike contains our half of the codes. Once you obtain the other half, you should be able to control the eradicators from any computer.
Any idea where the codes might be stored?
If we're lucky, they'll be on the bridge computers, and you can deactivate the eradicators from there. If they're not, I don't know. I do have one other thing for you. A comlink implant. So long as you're wearing it, I can monitor your situation and speak to you privately.
Is this one-way communication, or can I reply?
Subvocally. Whisper to me and no one else will hear. While you search the interior, I'll try to slice the security systems. We're counting on you. Put an end to this.
It's a grand social experiment. There's probably 100 of us from across the Empire, all saved from the fire. Who knows how or why. For the most part, we're left to ourselves, squabbling and fighting, left to fear our own shadows. But we know that someone
You feel that prickling? Like maggots.
So, you've arrived at last.
Cypher, I know that voice.
I expected too little of you. You served me well on Hutter and on Dromund Kaas. I should have known you would serve me again.
Are you responsible for this?
Everything that has transpired has been at my command. My will is the destiny of lesser men.
Okay, you're going down right now.
Your follower believes she has been betrayed. She is contemptible and beneath me.
Creepy scumbag. You are so dead.
Accept the gift of your life, Agent, and we will discuss terror, the Empire, and the Sith.
You want to talk? After what you did to Kalia?
The creature will live, but my tolerance has limits.
Don't, Cypher. You know what he's capable of. I'm trying to analyze the situation, but it'll take time, and if he has the command codes...
It was my desire that the Eagle unite the terror cells. It was my desire that my flagship be destroyed. I required a weapon that the Dark Council would overlook. The terrorists became my unknowing servants and carried out my plan.
You sanctioned the murder of Imperials. You faked your own assassination.
Only to achieve something greater. With my false death, I escaped the eyes of the Dark Council and of Imperial intelligence. After the Dominator, I came here, bringing with me those passengers worthy of elevation. I maneuvered my pieces into place.
What's the point of it all?
Keep him talking. Damn it. We can't fight him on our own. His power is second to the Emperor's.
I accomplished two things during my absence. First was the diminution of the Dark Council. Upon my death, my former enemies began warring amongst themselves, vying to claim my resources. Darth Jored's arrival escalated the chaos. My daughter is doomed, but she is an adequate distraction.
I can't call for reinforcements so long as that jamming field is active. But he'll annihilate anything less than an army.
Doesn't matter who he is. He's not gonna win this.
Right. Running analysis.
Throwing the Sith into disorder was only the start. The rest of the Empire had to be prepared as well. That was the Eagle's purpose, to sow fright and hatred. All this while, my eradicators were growing. Now they are ready, and my victory is close at hand.
I heard this part from the Eagle. Your orbital strike weapons.
The eradicators will destroy the strongholds and apprentices of my enemies on the Council. So too will the eradicators terrorize the Empire. Then I will return to the Council and lead the Empire into a new age, an epoch of terror.
The Emperor won't let you get that far.
The Emperor is distracted. I could resculpt the Dark Temple into a monument to my glory, and he would fail to object. Perhaps I shall do exactly that.
I see where this is going. He needs the eradicators to make this work, but you have half the command codes.
Under my rule, all people will revel in fear and anger and degradation. These prizes will no longer be hoarded by Sith. But without both halves of the Eradicator codes, my weapons cannot be targeted. They will merely cause chaos.
I have half the codes. I assume you have the other?
Yes, embedded within this ship. Without orders, the Eradicators will fire blindly. This serves neither of us. Enter your codes into the ship so the Eradicators can target my enemies. You will be rewarded. You will be my herald.
You expect me to betray the Empire for you?
Soon I shall be the Empire. If you refuse, you will die at my hand. The Eradicators will still reap untold destruction. Your sacrifice would mean nothing. I can be merciful. Take the time to consider your choice. Then we can begin the true work.
We'll see about that.
All right, stay focused and don't look at Jadis. How are you holding up? Can we put together a plan?
I'm alright, but I don't think we have much time.
We need to re-examine our priorities. We came here to stop the Eradicators, but we weren't prepared for reality. Our plan now has to focus on neutralizing Darth Jadus. Everything else is peripheral.
I'm aware that Jadus is a threat. That is not useful information.
Fine. Then I'll be frank. People are going to die. You can deactivate the Eradicators right now. Just combine the codes in the bridge computers. But to keep Jadus from reactivating them, you'd have to blow up the ship's reactor. It's a suicide run, and chances are Jadus will escape.
I've survived suicide runs before.
It's not that simple. If Darth Jadus escapes, he'll come back. Not next year, maybe, but eventually. There's another way. A way to stop him from hurting anyone again. We can lure him into a trap by earning his confidence. Give him the codes to the Eradicators, and let him launch his attack.
Say what you have to say.
Prove your loyalty, and he'll turn his back on you. He's too arrogant to do otherwise. Once the Eradicators start their bombardment, you slip off the bridge and take the ship apart. You sabotage the jamming field, hyperdrive, and shields. Then I can call in reinforcements. The military, the Dark Council, forcing Jadus to surrender. The Eradicators are deactivated as soon as feasible.
How many people? How many worlds are sacrificed?
Let's be clear. If we give Jadus the command codes, then yes, he'll murder thousands before we stop him. But the human cost is acceptable. The only alternative is to let Jadus escape and do worse down the line.
The human cost isn't acceptable to me.
I can't tell you what to do, Cypher. If you disable the Eradicators here and now, I'll help you. We'll destroy this ship, save a lot of people, in the short term. But my advice is this. Use the codes to let Jadus launch his attack. Sacrifice lives and seize this chance. We can end his threat forever. The Eradicators are offline. Repeat, the Eradicators are offline. Let's hope this works.
I expected more of you. Disabling the Eradicators will not stop me. You will die unmourned, and I will reactivate the devices and begin my assault.
You won't do anything if this place is dust.
He'll kill you, Cypher.
You can't fight Jadus, but you might slow him down. This ship can generate internal ray shielding.
Now, kneel before your doom.
If you can reroute the power, we can trap him in a force field, then get to the reactor core and destroy this ship. Uploading bridge schematics. You'll need to take out these components to reroute power to the force fields. Cypher, hit him now!
This ugly.
I still need more power to get that force field up. Keep him distracted, and I can raise the force field. still more. Slicing into the ratio controls now.
You will not escape me. Your cage cannot hold me.
Ship's power level's becoming unstable. You did it, Cypher. This whole place is about to explode.
What's the fastest way out of here?
Your ship's still safe. I calculate it's your best chance. As for Jadis, he's out of the force field and on his way to a shuttle. No way to catch him. But he won't recover from his setback anytime soon.
Forget Jadis. We'll deal with him another day.
Acknowledged. I'm taking off, but I'll wait in system as long as I can. You need to get out before the reactor detonates. Good luck.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your quarters. Same color, of course.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it, Cypher. Good to see you alive. The self-destruct sequence is complete. Jadis' ship has been reduced to cinders in Artis V's gravity well. And the eradicated command codes went with it.
It's really finished.
No more secret weapons, no more terrorists or traitors. I'm sending a message to Keeper. These events will cause complications among the Sith. But I expect the Dark Council will sort matters quietly. They'll keep Jadis on the run, and we stopped a massacre.
Will the Sith be angry we let Jadis escape?
We might be called to account for ourselves, or it could be Keeper's burden. But the call was yours, and I'm glad no one had to die.
The song of the universe favors our actions. The nest, our empire, is stronger for it.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That is how it was intended.
The bug boy has a point. You didn't do bad. I'd have gutted the Sith, though.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't get a rush.
Sure, running from a Dark Lord on an exploding ship, it's the reason I stick with you.
I'll see you at headquarters, Cypher. Enjoy the downtime while it lasts. There'll be debriefings, cleanup, and sooner than you think, Keeper will have your next assignment.
On my way to Drummond Cast now.
Mission accomplished. Watcher 2 out.
Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. Sorry to cut your leave short, sir, but we need you. Terrorist mop-up is officially over, and the search for Lord Jadis is on hold. The war just took top priority.
Give me the situation.
You're being recalled to headquarters. Keeper will brief you on your next mission. Watcher 3 out.
Cypher 9, come in. I was just finishing the personnel security updates.
Something looks different. Don't tell me you made it more stark.
Something of the sort. After Darth Jadis's defeat and escape, there was a great deal of chaos. The Dark Council decided to make changes. My predecessor was elevated to Minister of Intelligence. That makes me the new Keeper of Operations Division.
That's quite a promotion. Shall we celebrate?
I owe this to you. But with the promotion comes certain responsibilities. I'm mounting an operation against the Republic Strategic Information Service. Our concern is this man, Arden Koth. SIS for nearly a decade, responsible for 16 covert projects in the Mid-Rim. The best spy master our enemies have.
I've run into the Republic a lot lately, but no espionage presence.
The SIS is our smaller, more flexible counterpart, supported by military and Jedi reserves. Arden Koth's division recently received a classified sanction from the Republic Senate. Complete autonomy. No restrictions on their activities. The Republic believes Arden Koth can win the war. We need to know what he has planned.
Do we have a full workup on him?
There's very little. Born on Dantooine, disappeared a while, then joined the SAS after the Treaty of Coruscant. Motivations unknown. Revenge seems probable. Since receiving his own division, he's instigated 3 slave rebellions, 1 corporate takeover, and, we believe, inspired 2 of our own generals to defect. Now imagine him with unlimited resources and no ethical restraints.
He's a danger to the Empire. What's our plan?
Imperial intelligence has leaked documents to the SIS suggesting that one of our trustworthy agents is traumatized. At the same time, we sent anonymous messages to Arden Koth's team from an inside source. They now believe a cipher is ready to turn. I want you to make contact with the SIS and offer to be their spy inside the Empire.
I've been a pirate and a terrorist. I can be a traitor too.
Your objective is to earn their confidence, uncover their plan, and eliminate Arden Koth himself. This is a long-term, deep-cover mission. I should warn you, this sort of work can be psychologically taxing. You will be isolated. Even most intelligence personnel won't know the truth.
I can handle the pressure. Just remember whose side I'm really on.
We've set up a meet with one of Arden Koth's men. You leave for Nar Shaddaa within the hour. Bury your loyalties for this one, Cypher. You'll know when the time comes to strike. Dismissed.